Hey guys, it's your girl Chi, and today we are going to talk about what you need to know before you sign your very first travel contract. So the first thing you need to know and understand is how your money is coming to you. How is the pay breakdown? So most times you're going to get a gross number, and the gross looks super big. The gross number looks awesome sauce. And then you get your net and it's like, fam, I'm gonna fight somebody. What happened to my money? It's like, what's really good? Who played me? Who took this money? Yes, so you need to make sure that you know, hey, taxes are gonna come out, X, Y, and Z, and this is what I'm going to be left with. You need to understand what is your tax-free money and then what is your taxed money. And I would advise that you should make sure that your untaxed money or your tax-free money is greater than your tax money. If they are, both 800 and 800, please do not take that contract. You are playing yourself, okay? All right, if you guys would like a breakdown of a pay contract, let me know. I will be sure to get it all down for you guys. The next thing you need to do before you sign your contract is to look at the hospital. What type of hospital is it? How many beds? Is it a level 1 trauma, level 2 trauma? Is it in the city? Is it rural? Another thing I like to do that is just my personal preference is to look at where my amenities are. What are the things I like to do and where are they located? For example, I like to go to the gym. Where's the nearest gym? How much would that gym cost me? Where are the stores that I like to go to? Whole Foods, Aldi's, Sprouts, where they're located, and other activities that I like to do, because it would suck to get an assignment and be stuck somewhere where you have nothing to do or nothing that interests you that you can do. Oh, and another big thing is look for airports. If you're one like me who loves to travel and you're like, what, you travel? Follow my Snap, follow my Instagram, and you will see I really love to travel. And because of that, I always make sure I pick a place that is close to the airport. Currently, I'm staying somewhere that the airport is literally like 8 minutes from me. That is such a blessing because I can literally wake up, pack, and head to the airport. So, little tips. The next thing you want to make sure that you do before you sign your contract is to make sure that you interview with someone from the hospital. It is frequent to find that, recruiters just submit you to any assignment and then show you a contract. I'm like, no.
Not on my watch.
I need to talk to somebody, make sure this is a real hospital, make sure, it's accredited and X, Y, and Z. So most times after, you tell your recruiter you're interested in the hospital, they submit you, you typically get an interview with a charge nurse or a clinical supervisor. Make sure in that interview that all your questions are asked and answered. You want to make sure when you interview that all your questions are answered, such as what unit it is, what hospital it is for starters, is it a day shift position, night shift position, how many weeks, how many hours, guaranteed hours is it? Is it 36, is it 48? Because I had an interview where not only, and this is when I was nights, not only was this position for days, but this is a 48-hour contract. I was like, fam, where did my recruiter send me to? Like, what's really good? What's going on? So make sure that all those are answered and that you write it down. And also remember who you talk to. Write those names down so that way, perchance, when you meet them, name to face, all that stuff. Before you sign your contract, it is crucial that you look at housing. So let's say you finally get your contract and you're super excited, but then you look at housing and it's becoming a struggle to find housing. The very first thing I do after I look for, the location and what's near, the hospital, I look for housing. How much is housing? Especially in California, where we know in San Francisco area, housing is like $3K a month, unless you can finesse the system, which I suggest, but it is so important to make sure your housing does not eat up most of the money that you're getting. It is important to also note how many call offs you can have. So how many times you can cancel your own shift. Perhaps, you missed your flight, or life happens, or an emergency happens and you have to miss a shift. It's important to know, can I miss one shift a week and then be penalized, or is it after 2 shifts, or what is the deal? And you need to know how many times the hospital can cancel you before there's an issue, because if you don't work, you don't get paid. So if the hospital cancels you 1 time, all right, cool, you lose X amount of money. If they cancel you 2 times, you lose X amount of money. So be sure to calculate all that and be sure that it is stated in your contract. And the last thing to make sure that it's stated in your contract is your guaranteed time off. For example, if you're going on a family vacation, taking any trips, birthday trips, or any sort of plans, make sure those dates are written in your contract. I've had to literally call my recruiter and be like, hey, yo, those dates are wrong. It needs to be fixed before I sign this contract. And don't be too hasty when it comes to contracts assignment. No, I hope that you have someone who can review your travel contract with you. And if you don't, the internet is a wonderful place. On Facebook, there are travel nurse groups. And when people post, hey, this is the rate I'm being quoted, is it a good rate? You will definitely get feedback. Most times it's like, dang, that rate is way too low. Sis, let me help you out. Or like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's what I was making, X, Y, and Z. And then through that interaction, you get linked up with other recruiters and other nurses. And I found it very beneficial to make sure that you don't get shortchanged or gypped in any of your contracts. So if you are thinking of taking a travel nursing contract, let me know. Maybe, the wonderful world of the internet can help you out and make sure that you are not getting played. All right? That's it for today. Be sure to check out other videos, like, subscribe. You already know the deal. If you're not subscribed, like, what's good? Like, what's going on? So be sure to subscribe and like and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.